Now, John, the just a couple of issues to deal with. One of them, and it goes back to City's dominance of this, all of the teams that might have challenged them or would aspire to challenge them have got problems of one kind or another. We've dealt with Chelsea, Arsenal. We know that they're constrained by the club policy on wages and transfer fees. Spurs against West Ham at Wembley, they couldn't break West Ham down. I was very happy for David Moyes because I admire him. They got their point and almost got 3 points, West Ham. There's something badly lacking in that Spurs team. Can you identify it? Because I think...
Well, I think they don't...
Go on.
Yeah, I don't think they have a creative force in midfield, Eamon. Now, to be fair to them last night, I mean, they could have won the match, so they did dominate the game, and West Ham did really well. Like you, I was delighted for David Moyes. They gave a courageous performance, but Spurs were a bit unlucky on occasions. But I think they're missing in midfield, Eamon. I don't think they have a creative force.
Jack Wilshere would do, wouldn't he?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you look at the midfield last night, they had Dyer in there. I don't know who else. Well, Eriksen doesn't play in midfield. I mean, he's I don't know where he plays, but he's not a midfield player that's going to control the game. He gets too far ahead of the ball. Very talented lad, but they have nobody actually in the team. Dembele at times does it. Wanyama and last night who doesn't get on the ball. So they're very good at the back, Eamon. They're very good at the front, but you need a midfield to link that all together. I mean, if you look at Chelsea, for example, they have little Kante, they have Willian, they have Pedro, they have Fabregas. They've got a lot of midfield players who are very, very good.
Hazard.
You couldn't, but you couldn't name any. If I asked you or anybody to name, who's the top class midfield player in the Spurs team at the moment? They don't have one.
No.
They don't have one. And it's very hard to have a really top-class team, without midfield players, as we know.
Okay, John. Just to say that Wilshere would fit that bill. And it's interesting that the idea of a playmaker has almost disappeared from the game now. I mean, the whole point of the Wes Hoolahan argument in relation to the Irish soccer team is that he does what Wilshere tries to do, Wes tries to do, that someone links up, back to front, picks the right pass, goes and supports the person who has the ball, so that you're never isolated, and that spreads through a team. It's
tough. Yeah.
It's something that's sort of not practiced in the English game, really, very much.
No, I think they've made a big issue over the years, of box-to-box players, a holding midfield player, the creative player. There's no doubt has gone out at most teams.
I mean, Liverpool, for example, John, if you look at the present Liverpool team, they have some brilliant players, brilliant attacking players. Coutinho, Mane, just amazing. Salah, of course, Firmino, but they don't actually have a playmaker. It's extraordinary.
No, if you look at the midfield, and they got Shannon there, they got Henderson in there. You could name any of them, but none of them are really creative in any way whatsoever.
Yeah.
So it's the link up that you need. Obviously, all teams need. Arsenal have it with Wilshere, and obviously Sanchez is a brilliant player. Manchester United are lacking in that quarter. Matic is a very, very good player, but he doesn't dominate it.
No.
In a way that De Bruyne is doing it and Silva's doing it at Manchester City. I mean, Manchester City have it all in that respect, but there's definitely a lack or a want for creative midfield players to link everything together. Spurs don't have it. Manchester United don't really have it at the moment.
Liverpool
don't have it,
and they're not looking for it.
Not looking for it, Eamon. Well, maybe they're not there, but there doesn't seem to be an emphasis on really going for them anyway, that's for sure.
Well, a good example of that is when Jack Wilshere was available and went out on loan. Liverpool didn't ask for him, or Spurs didn't ask for him. He went to Bournemouth. So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, they haven't put an emphasis on that. Maybe they're looking and they're not there, Eamon. We don't know. I mean, you don't see, but Chelsea got them. Got quite a few of them. Manchester City got quite a few of them in relation to all the other teams. So I think that the emphasis is just not there.
Okay, John. Thanks for that. I hope you enjoy your weekend.
And you, Eamon?
The FA Cup. I hope you recognise some of the players who've been playing for the top teams in the FA Cup. Nobody seems to care about it anymore, John.
No, it's a shame, really, in many ways. There's no money in it, Eamon. The money, unfortunately, is dictating everything. So the teams are resting players for the FA Cup, Eamon. It's very sad in many ways.
Yep. Okay. Well, it never bothered me, John. We always went out in the third round anyway. Thanks.